and welcome to another video, and today I will be discussing one of my favorite books, The Almanac of Naval Ravikant. This is the book that I have promised to read each and every year because this book contains such wisdom that it will enlighten you and make your life easier. And Naval Ravikant is a person who can literally change your life. And for anyone who doesn't know who Naval is, here is a brief introduction to him. Naval was born in India and moved to USA when he was a kid. He is also the founder of AngelList and a great investor. But the question arises, why should we learn from him? Why he is so special? Well, in Joe Rogan's podcast, I remember him saying this little sentence that Naval is someone who is deep into the tech world, but still he has the knowledge of what happiness is and a deep sense of philosophy. And technology and philosophy are two distinct disciplines, and to keep knowledge about both of them on such a deep level, it's something amazing. Most of the times, Naval's wisdoms are also called as Navalism. He got famous after a tweet storm on Twitter on how to get rich without getting lucky. And to tell the truth, it was really high quality content, and people said that he should be paid for that kind of content, but he gave it away for free. So this book, The Almanac of Naval Ravikant, is a cumulative of all the podcast and all the interviews that Naval did and combined all the wisdom into one place. And that is how this book was born. Eric Jorgensen did a really great work on bringing out Naval Ravikant's innate wisdom. So the book is divided into two sections. The first one is on wealth and the second one is on happiness. So we'll be discussing the book in that way. So without any further ado, let's dive right into the video. Number 1. On wealth. Wealth creation. Naval says that to get rich, you need to actively seek wealth. If you secretly despise rich people or give hate on them, then you are never going to get rich. When people think about getting rich, they think about they need to take money from the masses. When it comes to getting rich, people think that they need to take something from someone. But that is not the truth. What Naval talks about is creating abundance. It's not about taking money from anyone. It's not about taking anything from anyone. It's about creating. It's about giving people what they want. So Naval says this, if you want to get rich, you need to give society what it wants, but does not know how to get it yet. And that too in large numbers. So society will pay you for getting things that they want, but don't know how to create. If they knew how to create it, they wouldn't need you in the first place. Figure out what product you want to create and then figure out how to scale it. Think about it this way. Steve Jobs and his team figure out that people will need smartphones. Everyone can keep a computer, but they can move it around. So that's why they created iPhone. And they also built it at scale. And that's why they got abundantly rewarded by society's money. And that's why they become rich. And if you even consider Elon Musk in this case, Elon Musk also discovered that people will need electric cars in the future because of the fuel consumption and all the problems that it was causing to the environment. So he created that product, and that too in masses. And that's how he became rich. And if you see it, you can see this pattern in every rich person's life. They created something that the society wanted and then build it at scale. Naval says that specific knowledge is something that can be taught at school, but it can be learned. It is something unique to each and everyone. He goes on to add that specific knowledge isn't something that you can learn in the classroom. And if you can learn it in the classroom, then others can too. And if it can be taught to others too, then our society can figure out a way to teach it to robots and AI and make them do the same. Well, now you might be thinking that specific knowledge is quite similar to the concept of passion. Well, it's not passion, and you can easily find it. Now consider this situation. Someone goes and gets a degree in psychology and goes on to become a salesman. But if he is naturally an introverted guy and doesn't like to interact with people more, then he'll be a loser in that field. Because there will be people who are extroverted and like talking with people, and they will outperform that introverted guy in each and every skill set. Naval says you can learn specific knowledge by pursuing your innate desire, which means by choosing to be you. And nobody can beat you at being you. And Naval says to find your specific knowledge, here is a rule of thumb. If you're 20 years old or more, then you have some idea what you are good at. It's not like you are clueless. It's just that you are unsure whether to pursue it or not. And Naval says to pursue it. and 2, be authentic to yourself. Lesson number 3, creating leverage. Naval says you can't get rich by renting out your time. And most of the times in salaried jobs, people trade their time for money. They just do work that don't find meaningful because they have to pay their bills, and Naval says that is the worst way to become rich. Because here your inputs and outputs are closely related, and that's why you need to create leverage. And there are 3 kinds of it. The first one is time. Everyone knows that Warren Buffett said if you can't figure out a way to earn while you are sleeping, you will never get rich in your life. And to do the same, you need to have specific knowledge, where you put less hours but get paid more than others. That's why seek career that you have specific knowledge in and where inputs and outputs are not closely related. And the second one is capital. And for that, you need to own a business or hold equity in a business. You need to own your own business or you need to hold equity in businesses that you believe in. And to say the truth, they both are interrelated. If you don't start your business, you won't learn about what business you should invest in. So ideally, in the long term, you need to do both. You need to start your own business as well as hold equity in other businesses that you believe in. Now the third kind of leverage is people. And that is a really interesting one. Naval says the best way to leverage people is through code and media. Naval says when you write a code, you build yourself an army of robots that keep working even while you are asleep, and they get more work done than an average human being. To know the importance of coding, pick up every rich business people. Elon Musk, Steve Jobs, Bill Gates, they all knew how to code, and that too in an early age. To say the truth, most of the world's biggest companies stands only on code. Be it Facebook, Amazon, Netflix, everything stands on code. That's why Naval says, if you want to get rich, then learn to code. And the second kind of leverage is media, and which is to garner attention. Because we live in an attention age, and where attention goes, money flows. During previous times, the attention was on televisions. So people invested heavily in television ads. But now the attention is on internet, on YouTube, on Instagram, on Netflix. And Naval says to leverage that kind of attention. And to do that, you need to do the following things: blogging, video creation, or podcasting. These are all forms of media leverage. And the most interesting thing is anyone can create this kind of leverage. Because these are permissionless leverage. You don't need anyone's permission to get started with YouTube. You don't need anyone's permission to get started with Instagram. You don't need anyone's permission to get started with podcasting. And this pretty much covered basically what the wealth part is about. But there are so many lessons. I mean, I couldn't include them in the video, but you should definitely read the book. And I will be giving you the link through which you can directly download the book, and that is for free. Now the second part of the book, on happiness. Lesson number 1. Happiness can be learned. Naval says that happiness is like any other skill that can be learned. And it is a skill that one should definitely learn and master. He says that most often we try to achieve our goals and put our happiness on those goals. And even after we achieve those goals, we don't become happy. We postpone our happiness to another goal, and we keep doing that. And that's why we are so much unhappy. The meaning of happiness is different for everyone. For some, it might be the sense that all the desires are fulfilled. For some, it might be the sense that there is nothing missing. So you need to find your meaning of happiness and pursue it. And on that topic of happiness, Naval says to embrace death. He says that you are going to die one day and none of this matters. So enjoy yourselves. So sometimes death can be a good reminder that we need to become happy. And on that topic of death, I read a really great book, The Denial of Death. You should definitely try it out. Lesson number 2. Peace from mind. Most of the times people said we need peace of mind. But Naval says we need peace from mind. All the anxiety and overthinking happens because our mind is not at rest. The moment we are the happiest is when our mind is at rest. But the problem is that we are always overly stimulated by the environment. And basically the internet is getting paid to stimulate us. Be it Instagram, porn, or any kind of wrestling match. They are getting paid to stimulate you. What we really need is peace from mind and from stimulation. So Naval says peace from mind can happen only when you are conscious about what kind of information you are consuming and if you have the right habits. He says that working on an internal state is really essential to have a good outer state, because your internal state is what reflects your outer state. And on that, Naval says to meditate, and his kind of meditation is not the kind of meditation you might have heard before. When people talk about meditation, they think that they need to sit somewhere and need to focus on their breath or anything or any kind of chakra or any point in their body. But that's not the kind of meditation Naval suggests. He says that not to focus on anything. He says that you need to sit alone and not be stimulated by anything. And when you do that, all the overthinking and anxiety will creep on you. And to that, Naval says these are all the unread emails that you have kept from your childhood or from any time and have not read it or have not paid attention to it. And that's why they are creeping up on you. And that's it. That's the kind of meditation he wants us to do. He says that anyone can spend an hour in a room without being stimulated and observe his thoughts from an outsider point of view. Don't judge your thoughts or don't try to solve them. Just observe them. So that's it for today's video. And there were so many lessons in the book that I couldn't cover. That's why I'll highly recommend you should read that book. And Eric Jorgensen and Naval Ravikant made the book free for you to read. You can download the book in the link I provided in the description and read it. And I'm going to tell you, Naval Ravikant is definitely going to change your life. And on that, you should also check out his podcast. The number one podcast that you should check out is How to Get Rich Without Getting Lucky. Then on happiness, and then his podcast with Joe Rogan and with Tim Ferriss too. So that's it for today, and if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to us if you haven't subscribed yet. And so see you in another video, which one is going to be a book recommendation video. So until then, have a great day.